Greetings and welcome to Fright Night Flix, where every night is Fright Night. With the new Five Nights at Freddy's sequel on the horizon, I thought it would be the perfect time to end the month by revisiting the original film from 2023 in preparation for its anticipated follow-up. I watched this film for the first time last year and came away thinking it had some strong ideas and interesting themes, but something kept me from fully loving it. So I decided to give it another look, refresh my memory, and see whether it plays any better on a second viewing. Since I haven't played the games, I've been diving into the lore, and honestly, there's a lot of material that could make this film series become something genuinely special.
I like those odds.
So after re-watching Five Nights at Freddy's, here are my thoughts. Five Nights at Freddy's tells a surprisingly layered story, weaving genuinely interesting themes into what could have been a straightforward video game adaptation. At its core, the film tackles the disturbing subject of child abduction, a topic that usually makes me feel uncomfortable, yet it handles it in a way that serves the narrative rather than exploiting it. The mystery surrounding the missing children becomes the emotional backbone of the plot, shaping Mike's journey, driving the tension at Freddy's, and giving the film a darker, more haunting edge without ever feeling overwhelming or gracious. Another key element driving the story is Mike's struggle to take custody of his younger sister Abby. This personal conflict gives the narrative real emotional edge and grounds the supernatural mystery in something deeply human. Mike's desperation to protect Abby and prove he's capable of providing for her fuels every decision he makes, including taking a night shift job at Freddy's. As the plot unfolds, the custody battle and the missing children mystery mirror each other, creating a parallel between Mike's fight to hold on to his family he has left and the unresolved trauma tied to the children who were taken. The blend of personal stakes and larger horror elements help the story stand out and give it more depth than expected.
Magnificent! Magnificent! Magnificent!
I honestly think these themes are what makes this film better than many people give it credit for. It's easy to dismiss Five Nights at Freddy's as just another generic video game adaptation, but Mike's emotional arc adds a layer of depth that elevates it beyond the label. His guilt, his trauma, and his fight to keep custody of Abby all work together to drive his narrative purposely. Without that character-driven story, I don't think it'd nearly be as good or impressive.
That's right, you take the venom out of a cobra and what do you got? You got a belt.
On a filmmaking level, it's a strong debut from Emma Tammi. You can tell she has a promising visual style and a real ability to tell a story through imagery. The cinematography features several striking shots that highlight her strength as a filmmaker, and even though she's returning for the sequel, I'll be interested to see her explore projects outside this new horror franchise. She clearly has the eye and sensibilities to make an impact beyond Five Nights at Freddy's. The animatronics, created by the Jim Henson Company, were brought to life exceptionally well, capturing the look and feel of the original game, at least from what I've seen of it. Beyond their design, the practical effects really elevate the film, making the animatronics generally unsettling at times and helping the world feel more tangible and alive. It's a great example of how practical craftsmanship can enhance horror, grounding the supernatural elements in a visual reality that keeps the tension believable. My only gripe is with the editing, which feels a bit choppy at times. The story is easy to follow, but some sequences could have used a smoother touch to flow more naturally. A bit more polish around the edge would have elevated the overall experience.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Josh Hutcherson is perfectly fine as Mike. There's nothing bad about his performance, but it feels well within his comfort zone. He's solid, dependable and believable, yet he never really brings anything that makes his performance stand out. The supporting cast also feel a bit wooden and forgettable at times, revolving so heavily around Mike's art that they don't leave much of an impression. However, the standout is horror legend Matthew Lillard. His presence is felt the moment he appears, and whenever he's on screen, he brings an energy and commitment that no one else in the cast quite matches. There's also a memorable twist tied to his character, one that stuck with me long after the credits rolled, and Lillard absolutely knocked it out of the park.
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
Before I reel my final thoughts on Five Nights at Freddy's, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Fright Night Flix and follow us on social media so you don't miss a single scare. Have you seen Five Nights at Freddy's? What did you think to it? Please drop me your comments down below and make sure you check out all my past reviews on the channel for more horror content. Now, back to Five Nights at Freddy's.
But I want it now!
Overall, I think Five Nights at Freddy's is a far better film than others give it credit for. Sure, it has its flaws, wooden supporting performances, choppy editing, and a few slow or generic moments, but the strong themes, layered storytelling, Emma Tammi's direction, and Matthew Lillard's performance elevate it into something genuinely compelling.
Could you just hold on for 1 second?
Oh, okay.
Sublime!
For me, Five Nights at Freddy's earns a rating of a 9 out of 10 and a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I'm hoping the sequel continues to explore these themes while diving into deeper in the lore, expanding this popular horror game series into a richer cinematic journey. Thank you all for watching today's video. Check out Five Nights at Freddy's and form your opinion. Join me next time when I cover Scream 4, but until then, keep the chills alive, and as always, stay spooky.